Good morning. Sorry I may seem a little unenthusiastic. Just exhausted. Anyway, the subject in my thumbnail, yeah, my homemade thumbnail, I did that for a reason, is peace and the devil. What's that mean to me? Why did I write that? That's weird. In my personal spiritual walk, every time I've drawn closer, to God of the Bible, or doing something right, something I feel convicted about, I experience severe just attacks. Like last night when I was trying to sleep, I was literally having thoughts of hanging myself in my, like, it was crazy. I couldn't fall asleep. I was angry. I wanted to break stuff. Like it literally, it felt like something was possessing me. And I've had this happen when I've gone to church and I hadn't been in a while. I just started getting these intruding thoughts. Uh, and I become weary. It's like I'm under attack. They call it spiritual warfare, right? I, I actually, the opposite. I don't gain peace. I gain contentment. I gain adversity, and very crazy stuff like happens. Like yesterday, I was walking my dog outside, and this guy stops in front of our trash can in front and throws a fan down and starts like yelling in some weird voice and looks at me like, I'm telling you, like, this isn't like a crazy, there's something going on. I could talk about the physical stuff I've experienced. Probably the reason why I believe in the Bible was the dark side of it. But right now, I'm just going to talk about, you know, just the mental anguish. I'm exhausted. There's no peace in me right now. I'm, again, like, spiritual dissonance, cognitive dissonance, same thing. I'm about to make a breakthrough in my life, and I'm at a hard point right now. I just left a job I had to leave. It wasn't. It just wasn't beneficial for me, and it was actually wearing on me. I had to make a decision. Financially, I wasn't ready, but I knew it was the right thing to do, and it's hard, to. I don't even want to say I stepped in faith because I'm not. I don't even think I'm that wise or that prudent. But I had to leave, maybe personal reasons, and I'm just in my life right now. I'm about to turn 41. Age is nothing, but I absolutely feel I've done nothing. I've served no one. I have before, but now I'm lost. I'm praying about it because everything I've done, I've just ended up destroying myself nearly. I say that my own wisdom has led me to perdition. Like, I don't, whatever I think I know, it's nothing. And I, I don't know. Every time I draw the whole point of peace to the devil, with the devil, in the devil, is when I'm doing what I'm not supposed to be doing. I'm kind of watching, absorbing stuff I'm not supposed to, drinking, doing whatever, lustfully thinking. I feel peace. I don't feel under attack, and I've talked to a lot of people about this, and they kind of say the same thing. Is if there's a principality of darkness out there, devil, whatever you want to call it, I guess why would he oppose you trying to do something right if you're already in the den of iniquity, so to speak? And every time I come out of that, the same thing happens. There's a duality going on. I've always, my mind, overanalyzed stuff, and I've always interpreted it, tried to dismiss there being any spirituality of God, and said, oh, this, and that. But, I've seen stuff fly across the room when I've been trying to get right. I can't tell you the stuff I've experienced, the opposition I've had towards people when I'm doing that. Just people that I normally got along with. And every single time, like a weak man, I eventually just give up on it, and it's like I never go all the way through. And that's kind of like right now I'm at, I know I need to draw closer to God, but it's a struggle. I'm not going to hear and throw you verses. I know the Bible, but again, what good is knowledge if it puffs up? I just want to know if anyone relates to this, like the spiritual warfare is when you're stepping out in the mire. It's hard, but when you're in the mire, that's what I mean by peace. And it's not a peace, a lasting peace. It's a peace. It's the peace before destruction, like when you're intoxicated. And when I go oppose that, there's opposition. I worked in psych for years, and when someone was delusional, it's like, I had this rule, people, they'd always ask, how do you do so well with these psychotic people? I would be like, well, I don't reinforce or oppose, I just redirect their delusions, But in times where it was behavioral and it wasn't delusional, I would have to oppose their delusions. It was uncomfortable, and there was a chaotic reaction. Sometimes it worked, sometimes I got attacked. It's kind of like the same thing, it's just, we got to walk the good walk, and it's hard. And I have I think I'm stronger than I am, but I give up before I walk away. I go back to my old ways. I return to the vomit because it's easier, it's familiar. And when I do that, this spiritual warfare, it doesn't have any reason to be so oppositional towards me. I mean, when I draw, I get these crazy dreams, and then just makes me think of the facilities in my mind. Like, what am I letting in there? Who am I allowing to dictate? I know this sounds crazy, and I decided this was just on my mind. I don't rehearse anything. I take it in one take. I'm just documenting, wondering if anyone else goes through this. The solution, I think there always has to be, I guess, is to just continue to walk in the Spirit and with the Lord and pray, and I guess just update you. But right now, I'm in the midst of the battle, and the anguish is unbearable. It really is. And I've been through some hard stuff in life, but the duality that's functioning in my mind right now, it's crazy. And I guess I am going to throw like a verse. I know Paul says the things I should do, I do not do, and the things that I do, I should not do. And I'm trying to get out of that point, I'm trying to do right. I've never given it my 100% allegiance. I've never stepped into faith, and I want to see what this can do for me, I want to see what God can do with you, not what I can do. That's my problem. What I just said is what this can do for me. There's me involved in that, and anything I've touched has gone to hell, and all repeating patterns in relationships and jobs. It's like no matter where you go, there you are. No matter what you do, there you are. Like, so I guess we gotta fight. I got to fight the good fight and try to see this through, just so people. I guess this is a part of my testimony, or will be, if I'm strong enough to fight the good fight. Y'all have a good morning.